Alright. I'm going to show you how to thaw out your refrigerator in your RV really quick instead of turning it off and waiting for hours. As you can see, it is quite frozen up. Now you can't really worry too much about the freezer right now until you get this done. I took all of my perishable foods out. Got a few things in the door left here and I'm going to throw most of them out. But take all your perishable foods out and just stick them up in the freezer. Keep going on high. Keep it about 2 to 3 inches away from the ice. You don't want to get too much closer than that. You start out by going straight on. If you don't do it this way, it takes about 3 to 4 hours unplugged with the door open.
I'm doing it in a couple passes. I don't try to do it all at once too. I don't want to damage anything.
And although this does drain while you're doing this into a drain that goes outside, I always put a towel down at the bottom because these pieces of ice on the sides of those fins will drop and slide down, and some of them will fall into the bottom of the fridge. Don't wave it around, you know, like you're tempted to do. And that'll slow it down. Just point it at the ice and hold it there and move it very slowly up and down. All right, now the first pass is complete. It's not even. You can see it's more than 2/3 of the way thawed. Once it gets to a point, it starts to drop slabs of ice and they'll all fall down there into that towel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it sit for a minute and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off. Now, anybody who wants to tell me this is gonna damage my refrigerator, it's gonna hurt anything, it's gonna mess up the Freon or the thermocouple, they just don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing this for over 10 years on all my motorhomes and RVs that I've had, and I've never had a problem. I've done it for other people too, help them out. It's just the way it is, you know. It's so simple and easy. A lot of times people that think they're experts think that it must be damaging something. You know, oh, it's damaging the Freon. Oh, whatever's in there that cools it down, it's damaging. No, it's not. These things are made to handle temperature extremes, hot or cold. So that's the way it goes. So don't listen. Just make sure you don't put it closer than like 2 inches away from the fins, you know, because you don't want any of the plastic around the unit there to get melted or damaged if you hit it with the gun. All right, let's finish this off. Put it on high, 2 speeds. Now I'm gonna go on a slight angle, and that's gonna kind of get in between the fins and put heat on more on one side, and that will mean that one side is hotter, so the ice will just slide off.
About 30, 45 degree angle, something like that. Pretty good.
Like I said, that tray underneath there is going to catch most of it. So once we're all done with this, we carefully pull that tray out because there'll be a lot of ice in there. and then we'll just toss it out in the yard. Alright, so half the fins are clean, a little more than half. And as I've been doing that, this stuff over here is still thawing, so you can hear it just dropping off. So once you get about that far, it goes a lot quicker too. As you can see, that's why I got the towel in there, because it's catching that stuff. Shouldn't be more than about 30 minutes. There's a nice big piece.
Puppies don't get dirty ice.
And once in a while you might have to clear out a piece that doesn't drop all the way. Be careful when you set this down. You don't want to set it anywhere where it's going to melt anything. Hey dog, what are you doing? You can just take this ice right here. Got a crazy dog running in and out of the house. Ah, out. I just put it in the toilet. Okay. Slide your tray back in. Alrighty. Nice. Everything's still ice cold because it's only been 20 minutes. Everything's nice and solid frozen. Got some leftovers. Some salsa. This is a lot easier. You don't have to stand here and melt this. You just go around the edges, melt all the edges, and then it will just pop right off in one big chunk. The main reason you don't want to sit here and heat this is because behind that ice is your cooling panel, and it doesn't have fins, so you don't want to put heat directly on that. It's not really good for the freezer. I don't like melting this either because it's just a lot of water and you always end up on the floor, so I'm going to take it out in big chunks. Heat it along the top first, and that allows water to get behind the ice and separate it from the cooling panel. Should be able to break those big pieces off the back. Here we go. Square pan, it gets right up in the edge. Slide the towel over. Just chip away. Bada bing, bada boom. Come in here and scrape the rest of this ice up. I'm just throwing it on the roof of my shed. At this point, it's easier and closer. I got a dog underfoot. All right. Get your towel. Wipe out the remainder. Feel around in there for ice. I'm gonna get a little on the floor, but no big deal. It's also easy to clean this way too. Wipe it out now. Use a clean towel for this too, of course. Don't use a dirty towel. Bada bing, bada boom. We got a total of about 35 minutes in this entire defrost. And now you can just reach up here, turn your fridge on, put all your stuff back in there, and you're ready to go. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.